we can't help but be fascinated by the Kia Rio. Really. The lowest-priced subcompact from the Korean brand has made remarkable progress with each generation, and the car itself is a reflection of the maturation of a brand that has become a global player. We just spent 2 days on the winding roads near Lisbon, Portugal, behind the wheel of the 4th-generation Rio, built upon the global Hyundai, Kia KP2 architecture. In a few months, the new Rio will launch in the United States. Europe gets only the 4-door hatchback, while U.S. customers will get a choice of the hatch or a yet-to-be-unveiled 4-door sedan. If the previous generation is an indication, the hatchback will be the better-looking of the two body styles. The 2-door hatchback previously offered is dead. Why so serious? Compared with its predecessor, the Rio has become a serious car, maybe by a touch too much. The outgoing hatch, which Kia calls the Rio 5-door, is one of the funkier designs in its class, with an aggressive body sideline and a stance a bit like a concept car's. The new model looks staid by comparison, with an upright front end and a rather prosaic shoulder line. The plastic strip between the headlights is painted black, simulating a conventional grille opening, and the side mirrors, which used to be mounted on the door, have moved to the A-pillar. We suspect, though, that most customers will appreciate the utterly conservative look of the new Rio. A lamentably low number of customers in this segment buy their car as a design statement, although to be fair, it's not as if there have been many stunners from which to choose. Rio customers prioritize low cost and lots of equipment, and this is where the new one eclipses its predecessor. Kia claims that 90% of the car is new, including the body. The 4th-gen Rio also is said to be slightly lighter despite more content, larger dimensions, and additional safety equipment and structure. Most of the weight loss comes from the use of high-strength steel in the front structure, A-pillars, and roof. The added rigidity, there's a stiffer front subframe, too, helps alleviate one of its predecessor's weak spots, its mediocre handling. The new Rio exhibits considerably less understeer, and its electrically assisted power steering offers more feedback than before. The cockpit leaves little to be desired except, perhaps, the stylistic purity of the previous design. On the other hand, this one feels a generation ahead. Every switch is where it belongs, and the infotainment system looks rich and upscale. It operates flawlessly, too. While it is a small car, the Rio offers plenty of space for 4 passengers. You can uncomfortably squeeze in a 5th one, too, if you don't like that person, and, of course, the hatchback's cargo hold is spacious. In the European market, the Rio can be fitted with a suite of upscale features, including lane departure warning, automated emergency braking, and Android Auto and Apple CarPlay compatibility, as well as luxury elements such as a heated steering wheel. How many of these amenities make it to the U.S. market remains to be seen. We're guessing most of them, but they demonstrate the potential of this entry-level car. We drove cars powered by 3 different engines, an 89-horsepower turbo diesel 1.4-liter inline-4, a 99-horsepower turbocharged 1.0-liter 3-cylinder, and a naturally aspirated 1.2-liter 4 good for 83 ponies. Each engine was mated to a crisp shifting manual transmission, and all left a thoroughly favorable impression. We're not sad that we didn't sample the 4-speed automatic that Europeans are offered. These engines are zippy, and they sound somewhat sporty, even the entry-level 1.2. That bodes well for the US version, which will be powered by a naturally aspirated 1.6-liter 4-cylinder that'll far exceed the power rating of any of the models we drove. The current US Rio is rated at 138 horsepower. The US engine likely will be mated to a 6-speed automatic. Hyundai, Kia also make a more efficient and quicker shifting 7-speed dual-clutch automatic, but that transmission won't trickle down into the Rio anytime soon. It's fun to drive the Kia Rio, and on this first impression it strikes us as a car that's far more than an appliance. With the 3-cylinder turbo and the full tech package, it exceeds the boundaries of its segment. The somewhat more modestly equipped US version should represent a significant leap forward, even if its design doesn't.